yeah, ay, yeah, ay, yeah, yeah, ay.
What up, it's your boy T-Bird here in the reaction. About to react to the new song put out possibly by the one and only XXXTentacion, dog. This is news joint called Teardrop featuring, well, it's not featured, it's produced by the homie ugly guy right there. So I saw somebody else, I saw Brandon Rashad react to it, so I'm gonna check it out too as well. So without further ado, let's check out Teardrop by XXXTentacion, RIPX, man. Oh shit, I'm tripping. My fault. Up.
Thanks, ugly guy.
One rock with a claw, I can't really walk. One rock with a claw, I can't really walk. Teardrop on my homie fit, he got a body. No DL, I'm her SCL on Instagram. One rock with a claw, I can't really walk. One rock with a claw, I can't really walk. Teardrop on my homie fit, he got a body. No DL, I'm her SCL on Instagram. And if the world ever has an apocalypse, I would kill all of you fuckers. There will be plentiful, death will be bountiful, I will spare none of your presents. Fuck your religion, your pacifiers, I got sent to a prison in PC. I seen the devil, he's in you with me, you need saving and listen to this C. Follow him home, cut the right corner so nobody sees you. Turn off your phone, leave it at home so nobody can trace you. Mask expressions, appear to be calm, they won't read your intentions. As soon as you're in, let them all know they're all in the presence of. I am a murderer, I am a demon, the son of a serpent. I am a murderer, I am a demon, the son of a serpent. I am a murderer, I am a demon, the son of a serpent. I am a murderer, I am a demon, the son of a serpent. Look at the freaking blessed to eat it to yo. Why did my arms she rolling? Just like a baby she drooling, yo. I just might pass it to fully, yo. No, I might make a wish. All of my bodies are kicked. I be willing up like Nick. I know what a combat finishes. One rock with a claw, I can't really walk. One rock with a claw, I can't really walk. Teardrop on my homie fit, he got a body. No DL, I'm her SCL on Instagram. One rock with a claw, I can't really walk. One rock with a claw, I can't really walk. Teardrop on my homie fit, he got a body. No DL, I'm her SCL on Instagram. My skin peanut butter color, inside whip is really jet. The weapons in his dress, I think that nigga really jetless. Peanut butter color, inside whip is really jet. The weapons in his dress, I think that nigga really jetless. If you shoot a pussy on Snapchat, if I wanna fuck with my snapback, my friend look like my snapbacks. If you shot the yeah, like that. Keep that shit.
Alright, for me, I thought I was copy pasting and everything, but either way, regardless, the shit was tough though, man. Fuck with it. Oh man, still crazy that, man, the homie ain't here no more. It's crazy, and how it happened at that though. But also got bones right. There's a video from the homie Isaiah the Player on XXXTentacion. This is called "People Change, XXXTentacion Stop the Hate." Cause I agree with this one. A lot of people saying some fucked up shit about X like crazy. They was making joke and light of his death though because of his past, or just from him being a new era rapper though, or what he called mum rap. Well, I hate that fucking word of passion because like you're disrespecting people in craft though. But people like this. People are live to disrespect. But other than that, because of his past allegations stuff with the abuse to the pregnant girlfriend, you know, I've been hearing that but it's heard that that's not true. That's not true. It says something happened to her and she accused him of it. And even if it was true, people changed. And the incident when jail he beat up the gay guy, but the situation was the gay guy was trying him. So trying him and he wasn't with that. He wasn't with it. And I mean, no means no. You don't. Although you're gonna pay for that shit, pretty much. I'm saying, I mean, not for gay bashing, but like, don't try. Like, a lot of people gonna take well you trying and you moves on them. All right. Other than that, this is Isaiah the Player where people change. That station was changed to stop the hate. And I agree. So before I do, let's check it out. See what you guys say.
Now, originally I was not going to make another video on X, but there's just something I've been seeing going on a lot on social media, and it's honestly pissing me off, so I have to get this off my chest. With X's tragic and untimely death, there are, millions and millions of fans, paying their respects and remembering him for the good things he's done, like his music has helped a lot of people through the depression and hard times, and I know the last couple months of his life he was doing a lot of charity work. Like, he was actually planning a charity event the day he died. But as it goes with everything, there's just this one group that just ruins it for everybody. Exactly. There are a lot of people on social media saying that X deserved what he got. They're saying that he deserved to die because he allegedly abused his ex-girlfriend. Now, I'm not excusing abuse or saying it's okay. And if X actually did abuse his girlfriend, I would not be okay with that. But I do believe that everyone deserves a second chance to change, which is exactly what X was doing before he died. Everybody has to understand that X was changing and evolving into a much more loving and caring person, at least from what I saw. Now, I didn't know him personally, but I would have loved to have a conversation with him. But I did see that X actually did reach out to a lot of YouTubers and other artists, and some of them actually shared their experiences with him, whether it was through screenshots or recordings. And from all the experiences I saw, he seemed like an extremely nice person. But, because of the whole abuse situation and some of the dark spots in his past, he wasn't fully able to change his reputation, which is unfair to him because, obviously his life ended way too early, so he couldn't fully show the world that he is different from what he was before when he was younger. He was changing and becoming a better person.
Right. When his fan knew that he changed his person. I was referring to all the people that weren't familiar with his music. Exactly. Like people that I deal with all the time. Like the who this, who that people all the time. Like truthfully, they starting to hurt me. I mean, they're more annoying than their mumble rap. That they diss, in my opinion. Well, I'm trying not to be annoying. I'm trying to be a good guy, but they're starting to annoy me. But anyway, keep going.
To put what I'm trying to say into perspective, I'm just going to talk about a few well-loved and well-liked celebrities that did some really messed up things in their past, but they were able to change and become better versions of themselves. I actually have a list right here on my phone. Will Smith, charged with aggravated assault in 1989. Tim Allen, charged with drug trafficking after being caught with 650 grams of cocaine. Mark Wahlberg, charged with attempted murder after attacking 2 Vietnamese men with a wooden stick, leaving one man blind in one eye when he was 16. Jay-Z, charged with assault after stabbing a record executive in the stomach at a nightclub.
Damn.
Pled guilty at 19 to selling heroin and crack.
Sorry, that damn was too loud in here. He said after Jay-Z, but damn Jay, damn Jay, you crazy like that, bro?
Stabbing a record executive in the stomach at a nightclub. 50 Cent. Pled guilty at 19 to selling heroin and crack and was charged with assault and battery in 2002. Phil Lewis, you all know him as Mr. Mosby, charged with vehicular manslaughter after driving drunk. And that's only a few examples. And the reason I brought up some of those celebrities that did terrible things was to kind of show you guys that people that have done terrible things are able to evolve and change and become better versions of themselves. Exactly. Unfortunately, X wasn't gifted with that opportunity, but he definitely was on his way to doing that. But because he wasn't able to fully do that, his legacy is stained with this whole abuse situation at the moment. At least to the people that aren't his fans.
Exactly. His fan knew how much he had changed. Exactly.
So to show you guys an example of the ignorance I see for people that only saw him as a woman beater and didn't see all the good he did in his life, here's an article I found on CNN.com, and the author of this article, his name is Liz Lazara, and she just wrote one of the most disrespectful articles I've seen about a dead person. It's gonna blow you guys' mind because it's just out of pocket. So the headline for this article is "Let XXXTentacion's passing spell the end of his fame," which just makes him seem like he was some fame-hungry rapper, which is not the case at all. Right. So I'm just gonna summarize most of this article just to make this video a little shorter. So about 3/4 of this article is just talking about his violent past, going to jail, dropping out of high school, his whole abusive childhood, and the whole abuse situation with his girlfriend, which is fine. The lady who wrote this article, Liz, is just talking about the facts, which is fine. But she just ends this article on something that wasn't necessary at all. It was completely out of pocket and completely disrespectful. So this is the last paragraph of this article. So I'm gonna highlight this so you guys can see it better. She says, "Let XXXTentacion fall back into the anonymity from which he rose," and she's basically saying, let him fall back into the dirt from which he came. Let him go back to the nothingness from which he came, which I think is completely disrespectful to say about an artist that had such an impact on millions of people. This man had millions and millions of fans, and you're trying to tell us just to let him go back to the dirt from which he came from? I can't believe this has made it on.
How you fucking author? How you fucking editor on a newspaper saying shit like that? But you know what? People don't give a shit. They hire where the fuck they hire them these days, man. So I can't say much. But anyway,
I just can't believe this made it onto the biggest news outlet.
Exactly.
It blows my mind. She then goes on to say, "Break the chain of his influence by showing we just don't care. Not about violence, bigotry, child abuse, and the influence of music, but about him." She wants us to not care about the influence of the music and all the good things he's done.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Then her last couple lines say, "Let his alleged victims find their peace where they may," which is a good statement. I'm not going to be mad at that at all. I support that statement. Then she goes, and then the last thing she says is, "But for the rest of us, let this be the end of the taste he had of fame."
Wow.
She wants us to forget about X's music and the fact that hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of depressed people came to it for comfort. She wants us to forget all the charity work he done. How did this make it onto CNN?
What did it be with? I don't call it that.
Something this disrespectful about a dead person made it onto CNN. I can't believe it.
Exactly.
Honestly, I guess this article was written by Liz Lazara of CNN.com, so do with that information what you will. It's articles like that and people like that is why I made this video. I genuinely believe if X hadn't died until he was older, just dying of old age, when he died, people wouldn't be saying disrespectful things like that. They would be saying nice things about him, and he would be known as just a very versatile artist that was friendly and nice and, just really, what's the word? Generous, through his charity work. And he loved all his fans. He was nice to everybody he met. That's what he would be known as. But, because his life was cut short, he wasn't fully able to do that, and he wasn't fully able to change his legacy to that.
I'm saying, again, he had this negative reputation with people that weren't familiar with him and with his music. Not his fans. Exactly. You gotta be a fan of his music, follow his music, know what the fuck you is. You just talking out your ass because you hate mumble rap and stuff so much. You just want to discredit some motherfuckers. I mean, I can't believe that the word mumble rap came out because I hate that fucking word. But
the main point I want everyone who watches this video to walk away with is that X was changing into a better person.
Exactly.
Sure, he did some messed up stuff in the past, but that was in the past. If he was still alive, in a couple of years, he would be known for his friendliness and generosity, not by just his fans, but by everybody, and I genuinely believe that. He definitely would have changed the reputation of his personal life, just like the celebrities I talked about before, because he would have had his whole life to undo all the wrong things he did.
Exactly. I'm not saying some of the stuff he did in the past is okay, but he would have shown the world that he changed. He messed up on the H, but I'm not a grammar person. I don't care. I mean, you get emotional, you messed up. I do it plenty of times.
He would have changed his reputation and legacy from a woman-beating rapper to a generous and versatile artist that was friendly to everyone he met, which is how his friends remember him. But I'm saying this is how the whole world would remember him, because me and all of his fans know how nice and caring he was. But it's just people like that, the people that don't know him or his music, they just see him as a woman-beating rapper.
Exactly.
And I just don't think it's fair to him because he was changing his ways, but he wasn't fully able to do that and fully able to undo his wrongs because he was murdered at only 20 years old.
Exactly.
If he had just lived to 25, we wouldn't be getting disrespectful articles and people like that. Now, to end this video, I want to directly address the people that were talking down on X and saying he deserved what he got. Before you go slander and talk down on X on social media, you better have the same energy to every celebrity that dies that's done something messed up in their life, or don't say anything at all.
Exactly. Right there. That last word line right there. It's that same energy we talk about all these other celebrities though too. Same with the whole situation with 6ix9ine with his little allegation though. He's kind of innocent with his shit, but you got same people fuck with him, fucks with R. Kelly. There's still to name love R. Kelly. Still dance to these other motherfuckers that didn't kill people and did this and that. Still fans of sports figures who are same as XXXTentacion, alright? Had the same energy for that shit too, I mean, for real. I mean, my opinion about the whole thing, I say this all the time when people bring up shit like that. if you care that much about a person, or you won't fuck with them, or you want to slander somebody, or you want to cancel people because of what they done recently, or within the past, whatever, or allegation board or whatever. If that's the case, we might as well sit in silence and watch nothing, because everybody got a pass. Some may not come to light, but everybody got a pass, a dark pass. Almost everybody got a dark pass. All right, maybe some minor, maybe some major. Either way, if it's that serious that you want to cancel people for this and that, cancel music, cancel entertainment, okay, sit in silence like a fucking monk or hermit or something. I'm saying, if it's that bad, that's my opinion of those situations. Shout out to Isaiah the player for that, and also I hope y'all enjoyed the music I played earlier too with Teardrop, produced by Ali God. Shout out to Ali God for producing that track as well too. Again, long live X, RP X, I mean, and also the whole thing with the Tupac comparison everybody been complaining about. I grew up during Tupac era, and I grew up during X. I'm old enough for X area. I know X wasn't as great of artist as Tupac. Let these people in this generation have their Tupac or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like Tupac, when they say, oh, Tupac was Tupac in Market, whatever. X was X to them, but he was a Tupac. Like Tupac was their Elvis, whatever, to us, to people from my age or whatever. X was to them, and I fucks with X too. Like I'm saying, X delivered a lot of people out of suppression and suicide because they didn't feel alone. I mean, or it was certain things like artists like that. It's like the art. I always say this though. I'll say this briefly. The people that say don't fuck with you are the main ones. Sometimes be the ones that help you most. I mean, like Tyler Creator, everybody was like, it was on me, like listen to Tyler Creator like crazy, like oh he's this, he's a devil worshiper, he's atheist, he this and that, he talk about this and that. That man Tyler Creator made me not feel alone about being not up to par with like people. Know what I'm saying? I was like, I was sorry to a lot of people doing. I mean, I was like the lower the toe them. I mean, girls had issue with girls. I was depressed at time too, because I wasn't getting the same attention as the next man, like some of my homies or anything. Tyler made me feel wanted. Made me feel I wasn't alone with my situation though too. You know what I'm saying? I used to listen. I still listen to this day because of that. I mean, I fucks with Rock Future because of that. I mean, they were odd. Future was a different, not the typical black people you hang around, alright? And same with Earl, I like it's for two black for white kids, two white for the black. That describes me. I'm sorry I made this video longer than it's supposed to be, but I wanted to drop the video, also drop this as well. I had to let some out as well. I'm glad Isaiah did the same thing as well too. Shout out to Isaiah for this though. But if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. RIPX. It's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.